This is for mom. Eh. So from my notations that I did earlier was EBE. Just practice rocking back and forth. Just it's a 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 E B E B E B E B E B E B and just or else my notations that I had said was step up, middle, back up, middle, and then down. So yeah. Like when you're beating up on your son because he's wearing stupid shit online and posting it, you can grab his neck and twice one way and then back the other way and twice one way and back the other. Yeah. So, hi, Mom, I love you. So just practicing things with my left hand. I had posted this earlier and it's on my YouTube. But you look at the keys instead of my handsome face. Yeah. So then for the right hand, I was doing B, E, B, C, F, and DG. Uh, two fingers and actually 1 2 3 and 4. The one and the fourth key, and then just move up. B, E, C, F, D, G. And then B, E, and then work your way down. I've played that here and there before elsewhere, so it's. Oh, sorry. Actually, that one is B, B, E, A, D, and then three fingers, A, C, and then three fingers again, G, B, or three keys, the first key and the third key. So when I say something like three keys, that means uh, one key and the third key, or one key and then the second, third, and fourth key, or 1 and 5, which means one, and then 2 3 4, and then you press the fifth key down. It's I don't do no standard notation, so you're gonna have to learn from smarter people than me to understand any of this. Just play. Learn these things on your own, but then after a while, go off on a wild tangent and. So those are chords, right? B, E, CF, DG. I can't read my writing. Or else working down. B, AD, three fingers, three space, three keys, the first and the third, and then three again, which is G and B. Now, that's just chords, the piano stereotype chords. You're doing 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, with EBE on the left hand, and the B, C, F, uh, D, G. Yeah, four keys. 1, 2, 3, 4. First and fourth. So B, C, F, D, G, and then B, E, A, D, and then A, C, G, B. Now play the darn thing as notes. Mhm. You don't have to play down and up and then scoot down, down and up, scoot down. As you move down or to the left, up and then down, and then up and then down, and then up and then. Sounds better. It's a stair-steppy type thing. So. Eh? Huh? Anyway, 12 midnight, my cat and dog, they ran into the other room, and they're like me. They've got odd quirks. So, sorry. So, like I said before, sometimes, you got to be a diva of sorts, or just be that weird person, and you have to have stuff marking your keyboard or whatever. But since this is Mom's piano, I found one of the kids' rings, or one of Mom's little plastic rings. So for now, it sits here in the middle C area, and if I don't pull this out, and then I always make jokes, about whatever. So because I got two holes in my nostrils, and I moved my little um, um, nostril. Um, I moved the little ring, or the little hook, or the nose screw, or whatever it's called, back and forth. So, but that's because my old time custom somewhere along the way of my people that I remember and still faithfully uphold and respect is that billions and billions of years ago, when people were really, really high tech, they didn't always want to have a device to carry with them, because all the ancients back then come down to earth for a while, and you have to dumb it down a bit, and okay, let's make something and let's put power in it. And since we already know advanced communications of everything, advanced billions, trillions of light years more. But gosh darn it, we come down here to Earth for a while, and we have to jumpstart humanity, or be here. In a few million years, our neighbors in the next galaxy or so will need help, or people on the other side of the wall from us within our own galaxy will need help, or will need help. They'll help us. Something like that. You gotta think big and you gotta think ahead of things. Don't fucking sit here and oh, I know the church is true, and I am a scholar from a certain university, or I work the line uh, based in a small community, and I'm the shit, or whatever, you know. Don't think small, think big. Take pride in what you do, yes, but start thinking big. Open up your mind, open up your experiences. So, anyway, I still put these little things in my face, and I stopped wearing these little earlobes. Quite frankly, they were getting a little distracting, so I didn't I didn't like them. But from my old ancient culture, from what I am awakened to, and this isn't for every Papa Lakota band or lodge or family within the grouping, but there's always an awake person somewhere in any culture, somewhere in any family, somewhere in any time and place on earth, with all of the four colors of man. And you might all remember that weird Uncle Al, or that mean auntie, uh, whoever. That's the one. That was probably the one uh, within each century, or maybe skip a century or so. But that was the one. Now it's Weird Uncle Sam, and yes, he's the one. He's awake. He knows weird stuff, but it doesn't apply to everybody. But only to him and his family for the immediate short term. So I stick these little things in my nose, but that's only because I remember something from the past. It still sticks with me. When all the old creators and the old gods and everything come down to this brand new earth here at this particular place and first started living, some of the gods came down and actually made kids. That's what they do. And the first children were brought up for the longest time, and eventually they were adults. They had the family names. They had their culture with them. They had their teachings from their creators, from their parents, from their gods. And then all of the people that came to Earth, red, yellow, black, white, each of them had respective parents, and the parents made the kids, or actually um, a few other people within the group came down here and stayed for the longest time until they actually went away. All this here is physicalities, nothing more. This stuff here on my little lanyard will decay, and my clothes will decay, and when I die, and if I'm buried, stuff my body will just decay to dust. And the coffin that I'll be in, everything like that will be dust. Everything is dust. But things go smaller, and they go back to atomic scale, atomic structure. But anyway, what I'm trying to say and get at is some people in the way of electronics, and mm, 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 some people in the way of having things into their tongue, into their nostrils, maybe something that they wore over the ear and then the earpiece, and it was electronic. It transmitted and received on certain frequencies and certain radio frequencies that were dialed up to things off world, as well as across space and time for or to certain other people, the gods. That's why I toy around with all of this. These little jewelry thingies for me is just some little remembrance of all that stuff. And anything that you would stick in your face or, with your tongue or whatever, within reason. And right now I'm just providing a laugh for you, but seriously, in all seriousness, uh, and no joking, anything that you would wear upon your body, or especially along the chakra points or something, or in your face that was closest to your brain and closest to your pineal gland, and helped your pineal gland, or else your pineal gland helped it to transmit out. And that's how you spoke to your god. Uh, Millions of years after the original gods brought their children down. So, because as time goes by on Earth, people forget the old ways, people forget the advanced things. That includes instructions from their gods or instructions from the parents. And then they have to make or put the higher powers into something like specialized artifacts. Let's build an altar, or the idea of building an altar out of certain rocks or whatnot, and burn small fires in it and make small little animal sacrifice. Other cultures build big altars and actually burn humans alive over it, or take the hearts and uh, roast the hearts over the fire, and the scent goes up to their god or whatever. I am Papa Lakota. We do not descend from. We do not do those things. But we are aware of such things, because long ago we levitated in our teepees. And we went around and traveled and saw this great big world and popped in and out of other people's realities as needed. And some of those advanced people of old did the same in their own ways, and they also appeared to us. Many people have the old ways. It just passes from generation to generation into each century, each family. And if in case there's some uncles and aunties that never have kids, never get married, that doesn't matter. It's the family bloodline that the power goes through. Doesn't matter if somebody stops and never has kids or anything to pass it on to. The powers, the spirits, the things coming from the family that moves down through the ages jumps on over to some other person and waits and watches their timeline and picks an appropriate person that will or that wants to be awake. So right now I am one of those people, and I don't say uh, strange outlandish things to anyone, but I'm just telling you these facts, and other people as well around the world tell you these strange things of their own in more details. And they'll sell you books and lectures and seminars and CDs. I don't. So anyway, EBE. This is gonna be my newest, latest is, and then the other notations is F, D, and G. Now that's a long stretch. That could be shortened up to a face. Or to F, C, E. Again, face. But stretch that one out. F, D, and G. So anyway, I'm gonna put this recording online somewhere, and yeah, I've got a few of these recordings on the Amazon HD10, so but I gotta make room for it, and so I'll upload this to the HubTub, and then to Instaham or Instaflam or somewhere. So, and then maybe take the dog out for a short pee walk or something, and then come back inside. It's cold out there right now, so